Isaiah chapter 11 is a very interesting book and very eye-opening chapter to read. The first 5 verses of chapter 11 talks about Jesus Christ being the branch of Jesse that is going to rule righteously. And then 6 to 10, it gives you a glimpse of what the millennial kingdom is going to be like. And it is quite fantastic. Isaiah is actually one of those books that talks a lot about the millennial kingdom, actually. So this is also another glimpse of the millennial kingdom. Now, verse 11 talks about Christ regathering the remnant of Israel and Judah and bringing them together. Now, the places in which he talks about these people coming from, I just want you to take note where these people are coming from, okay? So I will first read the name that the Bible gives and the modern name that they hold right now. Some are the same. But the Lord will gather the remains of his remnant from the four corners of the earth, which means that the children of Israel, the Jews, the true Jews, are still scattered to this day. They have not been regathered as yet, because this chapter is talking about Christ's righteous ruling in the millennial kingdom after this age is over. So chapter 11, so he will gather them from Assyria. Assyria in modern day is parts of Iraq and Iran. He will gather them from Egypt. He will gather them from Pathros, which is southern Egypt. He will gather them from Cush, which is southern Egypt and northern Sudan. He will gather them from Elam, which is Iran. He will gather them from Shinar, or Iraq, as we know it today. He will gather them from Hamath, as we know it today is Syria. And the coastland, which is the coastland of the seas, which is like other nations throughout the world, or far nations. So we see here that the Lord is going to gather his remnant from around the world, the remnant who went through the tribulation. And we know that not all the Jews, true Jews, are going to go through the tribulation, because in Daniel 12, when the angel was talking to Daniel, 12 verse 1, the angel says, "At that time Michael, the great prince who protects your people, will arise. There will be a time of distress such as not happened from the beginning of nations until then," talking about the 7-year tribulation. "But at that time your people, everyone whose name is found written in the book of life, will be delivered." So who will be delivered of the Jews at the beginning of the tribulation? Those whose name are found written in the book of life. So those who did not receive Christ as Lord and who will go through the tribulation, there is going to be a remnant of those people that will be regathered by Christ. Okay? So I want to reiterate this. That the Jewish people are still scattered. The Jewish people that were scattered when the second temple was demolished are still scattered today, and Christ himself is going to regather them. The first gathering is going to be the 144,000 that he is going to take out of the earth, whose names are written in the book of life, as said in Daniel 12 verse 1. And in Revelation 7, the 144,000 are those who the angel was talking about in Daniel 12. And at the end, as in Isaiah 11 points out, those who remain, the remnants of those who remain, who make it through the tribulation, are going to be regathered by Christ himself. I hope you're blessed. I hope you stay positive. And I hope you look to Christ for everything, because he is the only hope for our redemption and our salvation out of this world. No man, no woman, no human being is going to save us. Only Christ can.